Hi, this is Ann Sieg, and I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving Day. I want to pick up my message from last year for those of you who watched. It was about my great-great-grandfather and the book that he had written. He was imprisoned for his beliefs. And I had the great and wonderful privilege of being able to interview my father. I did a 2.5-hour video to capture more of that story for the main purpose of I want that legacy for my children. And really that's what Thanksgiving Day has come to mean for me, is the passing on of a legacy. My family heritage, and not only my family heritage, but my nation's heritage. I'm passing that on to my children and on to the next generation. And I wanted to relate a story to you, something that I have put into practice at our Thanksgiving Day table. And it's the true story of Thanksgiving with regards to the Pilgrims. And when they came over here, I believe that was 1620, if memory serves me correctly. And that first winter, they endured incredible hardship of their community. They lost 120 members, half of their community, half, as people starved to death, if you can imagine. They wanted to find this place of, new freedom. Well, then the next summer, they were introduced by Squanto, an Indian who taught them how to cultivate the land. And then that fall, they had a bountiful harvest, and they held their Thanksgiving Day, and they thanked God for what they received that year. And they invited the Indians, and they had a 3-day feast. But what happened the following year? Okay, so starvation, bounty, back down to starvation. They had to ration off their corn. They had so many members left of their community, and each person got 5 kernels of corn per day, not per meal, per day. That was what they were to live on. And yet, they still took time to give thanks. And here we are at Thanksgiving. I'm guessing you're waiting for a beautiful turkey to come out of the oven and great and wonderful food. And that's when we think of giving thanks. But when real Thanksgiving happens and where true character is developed, it's in the lean times, it's in the hard times, is when your true character is developed, how you will respond at future times as a leader. And I just want to say, for what's happened within my family, and to relate this to you, is within my family, we've had those same seasons. We've done many family businesses together. We brought our children in to participate fully in our home economy. I brought them in part by homeschooling them for 12 years as well. Well, as many of you may have read through my material, what came before our my big movement, if you will, into the network marketing industry, more so the internet network marketing industry, was that we had a windshield replacement business for 12 years. And for the last 2.5 years, it was in that down cycle. And this was where we bonded and connected, was more through the hard times. And what happened is my husband ended up having to wash windows. He took a job washing windows. A friend of his had a business doing that. Well, my son joined him in that business for some time, and they would go and clean the windows of these very, very, very wealthy homes. And my son saw, the lifestyle and the plasma TVs in every child's bedroom and this type of thing. And he turned to my husband and he said, Dad, I'm really thankful for the way I was raised. And it meant so much to us to see that he didn't have this demanding, self-centered, give me this now kind of an attitude. Instead, he was cultured and brought up to appreciate things. In fact, I even had him earn his way to pay for his own braces, because I wanted my kids to appreciate things. I didn't want things just handed over to them on a silver platter. And so it really instilled some wonderful character development, not only in between my husband and I, as we have gone through those times together, but through our entire family together. And that's what we took with us into our 80/20 marketing business as we opened that up. in fall of 2006. Well, that's what I want you to consider, to reflect on today, is for your own character. We all have challenges, whether they're financial, emotional, psychological, physical, many people with physical challenges. And yet, do you remain grateful? Do you actually give thanks for the hardships? That's when true leadership and true character is formed. It's not in the bountiful times. Money is said to just make you more of what you already are. If you're grateful beforehand, you'll be grateful after. So thanks for listening to this message. I hope you'll consider starting reflecting on what it means to have less and how that forges your character for when you do receive more. Thanks for listening and have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.